All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is April 4th, 2021. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, how you doing, Lewis? Another good week.
Yeah, another one. Another very interesting week for everybody else. So, I don't know, you had some fun this week for sure?
Yeah, it's been a good week. It's, I'd say the most wild thing I've seen is the lack of Pokemon cards on the shelves.
Oh, well, I mean...
Pokemon Go-wise, it's been awesome.
Well, I mean, I can relate. I don't do as much TCG that I should have. I should probably get into it, but hey, you know, everybody's in it. I'm like,
I got you.
You got you. You got me? All right. I see you. But anyways, we are here once again to talk about Digimon Go, news, updates, and ranting about Digimon, because we love the game just as much as you do. Oh, thank you, Chris. Yeah, also, April Fools, everybody. A little late on that because it is a couple of days after that. But no, once again, we are here to talk about Pokemon Go. News, updates, and ranting about Pokemon Go, because we love the game just as much as you guys. So... That was the only thing that I actually wanted to do for April Fools, because I know everybody's going to listen to this anyways. Quick reminder that we are part of the Professor Network. Please check us out at professornetwork.com/purifiedpodcast. Support the people working with us, Ken Pescor and Adam Toddles. It's actually wonderful people in other podcasts as well. They work very hard, so really do have a listen if you can for them. But also listen to us, but you know. All right, here's it's time to go back, shift the gears once again. Let's see what we got this week.
I got you.
What you got?
It's been actually a pretty eventful week, I feel like.
Yeah. What you mean, bro? What you mean? What you got? Jeremy?
I've gotten a good amount of shinies, not necessarily hundos.
Okay.
But it's kind of funny. I think it started. Yeah. I don't think was the 27th. Yeah, no, the 27th would have been after the last podcast. So I think it all started with a shiny balloon for Drifloon, but I'm not sure if I'm wrong about that. I may be, and if I am, I'm sorry. But I did also get a shiny Spoink, the 31st.
Ooh, nice. All right.
It was at my work. I made a little joke in my head. This little piggy went to the market. And then after that, I was able to snag my third shiny Jigglypuff.
Okay.
I have not hatched one yet. So I do still need that for the complete family.
All right.
But now I have something nice to trade Julie, so she'll be happy.
Yeah, definitely. It's always nice to be able to do lucky trades with the things that you want the most.
Oh, yeah.
As for me, I actually want to say that my week wasn't as eventful. I want to say that it also was less than ideal to play, just because I had a lot of things going on, and I was very tired every day. So, aside from that, I did at least get a couple of hundos, and you'd be surprised at what kind of hundos I got. Let me just catch this plus real quick so I can show to them. Well, it's just interesting ones for sure.
Okay.
So, hundo-wise, we have a Purified Carvana. I got one from Sierra. It wasn't shiny, unfortunately.
Ooh, mega
ready, bro. Mega ready. Yeah, I'm so ready for that. I'm actually gonna bulb it right now because I remember that it's beautiful. I don't remember if I have another one, but probably do. If I did, I screw it up because I won the Hundo decks. Oh well, Purify is better because it's a little less to power up and everything anyways.
I think Purified looks better too.
Let me check if I have another one. Gen 3. I'm still in Gen 2. Gen 3. Oh no, it's my first one. Okay, cool. I actually okay. And then, Fanfi, I don't care about you. The other Hundo that I got, I actually hatched, and this is a regional Carnivine Hundo. So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. I don't mean having regional Hundos. I'm actually okay with that. You don't see that every day.
Regionals are like the hardest ones, yeah.
Yeah, especially because they're out there. Still missing all of Gen 1 except for probably Taurus, because Taurus, I got lucky for some reason. I want to say that my shinies are actually very, very sad this week. I did not catch any extra shinies this week. Just because of Rayquaza. Maybe I literally dumped all my my luck in Rayquaza.
All your shiny luck.
Yeah, so unfortunately did not get a shiny this week to show off. However, because we are part of the Purified podcast and everything, let's go ahead and do an evolution I haven't done on shiny. Let's see. To just complete the shiny family, let's go ahead and do Wingull. How about that? This one's better than the others.
We like Wingulls out here. We like Wingulls.
So we'll do a shiny evolution window ready to go. Whoop, 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 whoop. I don't know, what was that? You remember that movie where you actually just go ahead and... I think it's Finding Nemo, and the Wingulls are like... they're like, mine. Sorry for everybody listening to the podcast today. But yeah, it's...
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. So I didn't get that much of a haul, but at least got, enough to say that I got my own. Anyways, there's not much to recap this week. There's only a few things to talk about. Maybe Spotlight Hour. Did you do Spotlight Hour there, Chris? I think it was like 2 times Scotch experience on Finion.
I definitely skipped Finion.
Yeah.
I do not remember Finion.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Or was it Slugma? No, it was Slugma.
I did a little bit of Slugma. I didn't go out though.
Yeah, no, I stayed at home.
I think Finion is at the end of this month. I'm not sure though.
Either that or the beginning. The end of this month. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, I mean, if you wanted to grind, that would have been the best. I'm halfway through the grind to level 48, so it's not bad. A little over half, so it's not... Or actually, yeah, I'm almost a little over half, so that's not bad. But yeah, not a bad thing. Aside from that, we didn't have any bonus hours on Thursday, so I guess that's that. Did you do raid hour?
Not too much. For Thunderous, nah.
Yeah, no.
Or... What is it? It's Tornadus now?
Tornadoes, yeah, Tornadoes. I don't know.
Nah, not a fan.
Not a fan
until
either.
we get to Landorus.
Or a shiny.
Landorus is the way to go.
Or a shiny Tedrium. So
that's fair.
In all honesty, I mean, I've been listening to other people actually talk about this Pokemon, and the stats are lower when he in this form, and there's nothing really like good about it. Like he only gets a stab move with Gust, and he also gets Astonish as a fast move. I don't know why. And then he also gets, I want to say Sludge Rage, but I think that was the other one. Let me check real quick. Tornadoes.
I know it gets like Focus Blast, and that was kind of cool.
He has Heat Wave and something else that I have no idea what it is. So, sorry about that, guys. But still, the moves pool for this Pokemon is one of the worst I've seen in any Pokemon. Until the shiny Therian forms gets released, I probably won't go as much as possible. I already got my one. It's done and done. Actually, we already are not. We are on April, so the extra experience for doing raids is over. So yes.
Experience. Oh.
Yeah, extra experience.
I don't know why. I thought you said extra large candy was over. I was crying.
No. If you guys are not in the podcast or live here right now, you see the face of Chris.
Sweating.
It's like, oh my god. Anyways, yeah, no, that really isn't much to do with Thunderous. This form right here is probably one of the worst. So instead of doing most of the recaps now, let's go ahead and talk about some progression. How much experience do you have right now for level 48? Or you're 48?
I got a little bit of XP, thanks to some best friends that actually coordinated. Yes, I'm calling out the best friends that didn't coordinate.
Oh god.
But
it's not me.
No. But I'm currently sitting at a little bit over 8 million XP.
Okay.
Out of the 21 mil. So I'm definitely I think what I'm gonna do is maybe get rid of a few best friends that like I'm never gonna see, because you keep hitting those lucky friends that you're never gonna trade unless they meet you at maybe Go Fest. Which, don't get me wrong,
if
that's
we ever get
definitely worth
Hofus
it.
too, if we ever go
Yeah.
Hofus too, that's gonna be interesting. I actually gotta coordinate some lucky friends for sure, but
Dude, I want to go to GoFest and then meet up with some fans. That's what I want to do.
I do too, man. Once, if you guys are listening to this, if we ever do have a Go Fest, Chris and I will definitely plan out a meetup. We'll definitely be out there. If we want to, we can go around the city or something like that. Depends on where it's gotta be, of course, So
take some Pokemon themed shots,
Yeah.
I mean,
AR right here, brother. But yeah, so for me, I'm over the 10 million mark on the experience, so it's pretty good. I got 10.7, and I mean it's not bad. I still need 21, so not bad. How about your batches? How's your batch progression coming along? Are you working on any under the batches?
I feel like I need to work on the one for fighting gyms, honestly, but I just wasn't in the mood to fight gyms for the longest time.
Yeah.
The only person that makes it fun is, I'm not going to name drop, but there's a person locally that throws blissies, and it is, and don't get me wrong, there's people all over the world that drop blissies.
Shout out to Ken.
I've never seen him drop... I've never seen this man drop anything but a blissey into a gym. Ever. He probably has 50 blissies. No lie. I think he probably walks a blissey so he can evolve more. But currently the newest one I have is I'm sitting at 2021. I just hit platinum for Team Go Rocket members. And I was pretty excited about that one because now I don't have to worry about hitting that one anymore.
Okay. That's not bad. How about your rocket medal? I think no, you just talked about it, right? I'm going crazy.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, Alzheimer's.
Well, one of the things that I finished up just recently was the Triality, which is actually achieve a Pokemon catch trick or Pokemon stun spin 7 days 100 times. I hit that 2 weeks ago, and now I'm actually 2 more extra right now. So I'm actually happy about that. Not a lot of people have that medal, and not a lot of people actually finish up their streaks every single time. But I'm consistent. My streaks end on Sundays, so by Monday I have the brand new one. So I actually have like a pretty good consistent part of it.
Mine are like a day or two apart. It makes me really mad, but I don't want to end the streak on one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I know there were a few times when the streak started, I was going ham at it, but I always finish, I think, on a Thursday because that's when they drop it the very first time. Mm-hmm. I was able to mitigate some of those streaks to later in the week, and then by the time I didn't, not catching or spinning a stop really kills me because, you gotta do it. I was able to moving around to make sure that both my 7-day streak and my camera, hello, my camera doesn't want to focus on me for some reason. There you go. What was I saying? Yeah, so I have my 7-day streak for both catching and spinning, and my research breakthrough bug. So, and honestly, I'm happy because everything falls on the same date. So I can put a lucky piece, and a lucky egg, a star piece and a lucky egg, and just have all the experience racked up all in one time. So that's actually a pretty good thing. We have Papercut here in the chat, so welcome Papercut. He actually is saying that he's working on the Tiny Rat, Bitcarp, and Dragon Badge. Surprisingly enough, I did finish the Dragon Badge just recently. How did I get it? Oh, Rayquaza.
Trades count?
Oh, yeah, trades count for them too.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
I actually did that to get the last few. I didn't know until I actually hit it because the last Pokemon that I caught was a Gabite in the wild. And I was like, okay, I actually got it, so that's pretty good. And then I actually just looked right now, and I remember it's like, oh yeah, I did 120 Rayquaza raids just recently, so...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my god. So yeah, my medal is nice and full right here, so...
I'm waiting for that Dragon Com Day, hopefully.
The other batches, it's gonna probably take me a little bit to finish. The Battle Legends, the legendary batch, I still have another 325 to go for that, so that's not bad. The berries, I should probably do more berries, but I really don't actually enter the the battle systems out there. The battles, I'm like, I'm way behind. I only have 1,068, so I barely even have gold for that badge. So it's gonna take me another 3,000 just to get that close to it. Tiny Rattata. I have 705 out of 1,000, so it's not bad. I do need a few more of that. And let me check the actual. Okay, that's not a Pokemon I care. What else? I do have to do all the league battles eventually. The closest one is of course Grey League, just because I've been doing a lot more of those. But I got to finish a Master and Ultra. The trade one is probably gonna be interesting, just because I don't have a lot of Pokemon to trade over the world yet. It's interesting.
Dude, nothing feels worse than hitting gold in a medal, and then
and looking at the
6 months later they release the platinum. Yeah,
I know, right? Like my badge system was incredibly
more.
cool, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, yep, no, you got to finish all this now. Yeah. I have 10 Giovanni ones. How many do you have in Giovanni?
I'm sitting at 8 right now.
Okay.
I know I missed 2 months, so that adds up.
I know I missed 1 month, as far as I remember, because I didn't catch one Shadow Zapdos at the beginning of the whole thing, so I'm a little bit behind on that. And Photoshops or cameraman, photo catchers, Smeargle.
The photo bombs?
Smeargle, yeah. I'm 293 out of 400 right now, so get in there.
I feel like I should see that one.
It's basically Smeargle literally photobomb you.
224 right now.
So we're almost in the same amount there. I know a lot of people finished that like when we were on GoFest, because on GoFest it was like instant Photoshop on it, so people were like, photo, things like that, you know.
I couldn't. That's too many shiny checks missing out on.
I could probably work on the Ace Trainer, which is just train 1,000 times. We just gotta go through the leaders, but you know, or actually no, train 2,000 times for the Platinum. So.
Yeah, before they counted it using the leaders, you're able to get that one from fighting the gyms.
Yeah.
And I used to train up the gyms a lot, so I remember mine is really high from that. I don't remember if it's platinum though. No. Yeah, that's the one I need to work on.
Yeah. What about Purified?
Trainer? Yeah.
We are the Purified podcast. Have you purified?
Purified? Dude, I don't purify Pokemon. No, I'm joking. I'm at 183 right now. I don't really purify Pokemon unless they're ranked good for PvP or Hondas.
Yeah. I actually have 240.
But I've definitely been working on it.
I have 240, and that's because I've been doing a lot of the the 1,000 ones, which is really easy anyways.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I'm going to work on that, but yeah. As far as I know, let's see. Let's count how many Platinum badges we have, actually. So I'm going to count here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 31. So I need 4 more to be able to actually have...
I got 31 too.
Oh, nice. We need 4 more to be able to actually have the requirements for the next level, which is level 48, I believe. Yeah. And it's not bad. There are a few that I wish we could finish, like the Hoenn badge, but unfortunately, Kecleon is never going to be released. The Sinnoh badge is still missing 5 Pokemon. I technically have all the Pokemon in that badge, aside from the ones not being released. Actually, no, I am missing Mine Jr. for that. So, ooh, Chansey.
Same.
Chansey! Nah.
Take a chance.
You might be wondering why I'm actually like super hype about a Chansey, but we'll tell you in just a moment, actually. But yeah, so that it's the progression we have. Hopefully, we'll get to the point where we know we're gonna have fun with the badges eventually. We're gonna grind it out, brother. But I'm not really worried, because once I hit 48, I still need to hit the experience for the next one. So it's gonna take me a while to get to that point. So I have the time. Yeah. I have time, unless you really grind it out. Also, shout out to True Inferno. He hit level 50 just recently. So
congrats!
Congratulations. He was going actually very hard on the last level. He was raiding every minute. He was calling out the things that he needed for the Platinum badges. all of that stuff. So he was actually like very, very, very strong. So congratulations to Inferno for hitting level 50. Actually, one of the very first ones out there in the United States that hit level 50, aside from probably one or two here. So, and he beat the big dogs like Mystic 7, GT League, or even Trainer Tips. The other one he didn't beat, of course, is Reversal, because Reversal is a man anyway. So
Reversal crazy.
So True Inferno again, congratulations, dude. That was a grind in itself, and it was amazing to see it going up there. You know. All right, so let's shift some gears back into some things, and let's go back to the research topics of the week. We actually have a little bit of news, not as much as we think to, but I hope that we're gonna get some more tomorrow, because again, tomorrow. Also, Snivy Community Day is this Sunday, so don't forget, or this coming Sunday actually. So don't forget about that. Chris is gonna be at work, so sad for him.
Snivy.
Snivy. Just go around the Gold Plus with the gacha, you'll be fine. Then we have the brand new event. The spring event has been announced. So let's talk about the spring event, guys. Let's see what this is about. And this is the reason why I was excited about a Chansey, because we have a lot of information to cover on this one. So spring has sprung in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're celebrating with a spring team event. Look out for Chansey, Happiny, and some other familiar Pokemons wearing flower crowns. Plus, Mega Lopunny will be making his Pokemon Go debut in Mega Raids. Whoop whoop. Anyways, when this event started? Well, it started today at April 4 at 10 a.m. and it's gonna run all the way to Thursday, April 8 at 8 p.m. local time. The features we have this time around is the following Pokemon will be appearing in the wild: Pikachu wearing a flower crown, Execute, Meryl, Plusle, Minun, Beneri, Bumblebee, and more. And if you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Bumblebee. I don't know why I call it Bumblebee.
I somehow skimmed over that too when I read it.
You thought it was the other one, right? You thought it was the other buddy, right?
Maybe I thought it was Beneri.
Yeah, no, well,
I thought it was too soon for Bumblebee, I guess.
Yep, definitely. So we also have Chansey wearing flower crowns will appear in the wild, just like you just saw in my game just now. And Happiny wearing flower crowns and will be hatching from eggs. If you're Chansey, will be wearing the flower crown into Blitzy, then Blitzy wearing flower crown too. If you're lucky, you might encounter a shiny Chansey or a shiny Happiny. Well, as you guys know, Happiny is actually an egg, so there's not much difference on that if you want to grind out the eggs. But there is there's pretty good bonuses right now that we'll talk about in just a moment. We also have Shadow Executor will appear more often in Team Go Rocket battles. I don't know if there's any changes with Executor being Shadow and Go Battle League. Is that something very good these days?
He's definitely good for Ultra League.
Okay.
I remember Pokey AK was one of the people that popularized it not too long ago. With Confusion, that boy can do neutral damage to like everything.
Right.
But now that Talonflame is pretty popular,
yeah, he's kind of going down.
It's a little bit harder to run him, but you got to remember Confusion and Seed Bomb is just an insane combo. It can hit like everything. I
do want to say that I finally got enough extra large candies to max out my Talonflame for Ultra League, that Hondo that I have. So it's now sitting on the nice 2493 CPs. I'm like, whoo.
Dude, you and me, Talonflame brothers.
Yeah.
Up against Summertime Lovin'.
I'm pretty sure
one of us are going to match up.
I know, right? You probably you. I'm actually still pretty low in there. But yeah, that's actually pretty good. Manny, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Whoop, whoop. Anyway, so more information. The following Pokemon will be hatching from often in 2K eggs. Execute, Eevee wearing a flowering crown, Pichu wearing a flower crown, Togepi, Azurill, Beneri, Happiny wearing the flower crown, Munchlax, Rufflet, and Bumblebee. So a very, very big pool for those Pokemons. The one that I'm more interested about is, of course, Eevee with a flower crown, because I need a Shundo.
Rufflet. I want Rufflet.
Yeah, Rufflet was actually pretty good.
I got my Eevees. I'm good.
I don't care. I want more Eevees.
I even traded you one.
I know, but it's a 13-13-13, dude.
Hey. Sylveon would appreciate that. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's really the only good one that I have for Sylveon for Shiny anyways. But I don't have a couple Hondas ready. But anyways. Yeah, so that's that. Also, Mega Lopunny, of course, making its Pokemon Go devoted Mega Raids. Other Spring Team Pokemon will appear in raids as well. There will also be Mega Lopunny inspired avatar items available in the shop. A lot of people are actually going crazy about this ones. You know, the fairy thing, but you know.
It's interesting. It's not my cup of tea.
Anyways, event exclusive Spring Team gift stickers will be available in Pokestop and gifts during the event, so be sure to get them while they're available. I don't know if I actually got any of them. I actually opened a couple of gifts today. Let me check them out real quick.
I'll probably see some later.
Let me see the stickers. Do we have anything that goes into the spring? I got a lot of stickers. That's the problem. I think I am also maxed out on stickers.
I think I saw like some of the stickers, but I don't remember.
I don't remember which one it is. But anyways, I do have a lot of stickers anyway, so there's not much difference there. But yeah, and then we have complete event exclusive field research tasks to encounter a summer ruffle and more. We actually have every single task available in the event, so we'll go over it real quick for you guys. Here are. Actually, let me make it bigger for everybody here.
Bless.
So right here on this side, where Chris's head is, we have catch 5. No, good thing the screen is there. Catch 5 execute will reward you with either a Bumblebee, an Eevee, and a Pikachu. All aside from the not a Bumblebee, I'm sorry, Baneri. And 2 out of the 3 will actually be wearing the Flower Crown, both Eevee and Pikachu. So get them while you're still hot. Catch 15 execute will be a Sumeru. I mean, that's very good to be able to grind out the a Sumeru extra large candy.
Exactly.
Indeed. We also have Use and Incest will be actually a Chansey. So again, Shiny Chansey is available with the Flower Crown. So that's another one that people want. Also, catch 25 execute will also reward you with Chansey. And then win 2 raids will be Rufflet. I know Chris will probably be looking for this one the most.
I do like shiny Rufflet a lot.
Yeah, we really got to get those eventually, so that would be interesting.
You got to stack that one, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's
2
true.
raids for 1 check is... It's always a tough one for me to justify.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure. And then we also have complete the Spring Team Collection Challenge of the event by collecting featured Pokemon to receive a lucky egg. Ooh, Mega Lopunny energy and experience. Head over to the Today View to track your progress. I was done with that actually. Like I said, I actually only have to do the Shadow Execute to complete it. And then I'll be fine and dandy for everything. Yeah, I did everything else pretty quickly, so it wasn't too bad. And I'm glad that Chansey is spawning in the wild because I didn't want to raid it that much either. So.
It's just the Azumarill that I don't want to raid, to be honest. I just want to get it from the quest.
I actually was able to get 1 quest when I went out today, so it's not too bad. And of course, the bonuses of this event will be 2 times Hatch Candy. So there are chances to get an extra large candy and regular candy from this. Lucky eggs will last for 1 hour. And half egg distance will be placed with incubator. Place an egg in an incubator during the event. So if you stack up your 12Ks, you'll be able to hatch a lot of 12Ks, especially half distance. I think it's like, what, 4 kilometers for a 12K? Let me check real quick. Yeah, 4 kilometers for a 12K right now.
Dude.
That's pretty good. I'll probably hatch.
I don't buy rocket radars, but it's definitely tempting right now.
Well, I was able to get a lot of rocket radars from the Masterful quest for Mew. So I got like 2 more stacked up right now somewhere. Let me check to be sure. Do I have 2 or 1 left? I have 1 left, so midnight tonight, and I probably have regular balloons again. Anyhow, that is.
Dude, I forgot about that. Thank you.
Well, you got a couple of them?
Yeah, I just gotta spin a few stops.
There you go. There you go.
Good to go.
You're good to go. At least because, you know, this event is not going to last forever, so you might as well just take advantage as you can. Especially since you have the extra egg space for those, if you want to spin them. Anyhow, that is the spring event. Woo-ha! It's rabbit season, so just go ahead and get your shinies. A lot of people right now has been getting a lot of shinies. I think even shiny chances for some reason. Very common in the shiny. Like, I know a couple people already gotten it.
It's funny how many people have gotten the Shundo to me though.
Oh, yeah.
For Chansey.
Yeah, especially the flower
So
gun.
many people.
That's a rare one for sure. Ugh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You never know until you rate it. Yeah.
It's not even Oh shoot! Do you have one? Are you able to evolve it?
What?
The flower crown Chansey. I'm not asking you to evolve it. I'm just asking if it has the button. I may or may not have deleted all mine. Oops.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? I'm sorry. What are we doing?
The flower crown Chansey.
Yeah. What about it?
Are you able to evolve it?
Yes. Yeah, you can evolve it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, even if you can't, if you're able to get a good IV Chansey, you are able to max it out to level 50 now.
All right.
And that thing is a monster in Great League.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, sorry guys. Once again, I'm very tired today for some reason. I don't know. That's the life of a Pokemon Go hunter, you know? All right, let's get back into the news. And real quick, actually, I shout out Papercut because he is a level 48 task that rewards 3 more Rocket Raiders. So that's actually interesting. More of them, please. More of them. More. Alright, so this next event actually happened only on April Fool's for 24 hours only. So again, this is an event that we couldn't cover by the time we actually get, by the time we actually got to it.
Niantic!
It is Niantic, but it's actually like the second time we have a 24-hour event. The first one was, I think, the Women's Day celebration, I think, and that was a 24-hour when they released Nidoran and the family line.
I know the one for the Black Hat Pikachu for
That's true.
That was advertising something. I think that was shorter than 24 hours though.
I think that was the Ingress edition that they had, or when their Ingress game actually evolved or something, and they had the hat for it, the Pikachu, which everybody was going crazy about. It's like, I did this, shot it,
I got it.
My
friend deleted it.
Wow.
I'm pissed too. I make fun of him for it all the time.
Oh my god, it's like, do you remember the shiny? Oh my god, I think that whoever's listening to this is probably gonna go ahead and kill your friend at this point.
in the game. In the
game, okay. Anyways, let's go back real quick, and we're straying too much for this. The April Fool's event, the Mischief's Pokémon, is on the rise, and Tico Rocket has Apon Problem. Wow, that's an interesting thing to say. Again, this only happened on April 1st, and this happened worldwide altogether from the beginning of the, first on the side of the world where it's open, like literally right now anyways. The Tricky Pokemon event is back. Mischievous Pokemon seem to appear more trouble than usual. Throughout Thursday, April 1st, the entire 24 hours, Pokemon's prone to mischief will appear more frequently in the wild. And some of them may even be disguised as Ditto. And there's also a Rocket Raider that you can get from the Time Research to rescue Shadow Zapdos from Giovanni. So again, the entire day of April, on Thursday, was this event. From 12 a.m. all the way to 12 p.m. before the second one, actually. The features were actually, when the Pokemon's appearing like Apon, Croagnon, and Purloin, which I'm thankful the Purloin was spawning in this because I needed my Dark-type Pokemons for the Masterful Quest. Yes, I was able to finally get to the next page. I'm also getting invited into a raid, and this is the EV that I need to.
Get that Shundo.
Please. Let's get it on stream, guys. Let's get it on stream. Oh no, I need Rocket. Hold on. I need money. I need the money. Give me the coins. Nah. Do I have time? I think I have time.
You got 60 seconds.
I got enough time. All right, cool. We're in this. All right, that was actually very, very that's stressful for me. But okay, what was I saying? Yeah, so those Pokemons I needed for the Master Quest, I finally got to the next page of the Master Quest, which is technically all the other things that we needed to do. I'll tell you guys in a second what it is. But then we also have Tingle Rocket will only be using Shadow Apon in throughout the event. Did you see anything good about Shadow Apon or Emperor or whatever the evolution is?
You know, I thought about it, and it's definitely more interesting as a Shadow. But I think it has to have a rework to its moveset for Ambipom to be useful.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Because I'm actually interested. Yeah, Ambipom is definitely ranked higher.
Okay.
But only by a little bit. And its best moveset is freaking Scratch.
Well, I mean, he is a normal type.
Scratch, Aerial Ace, Low Sweep. So it would need a better quick move, for sure.
Yeah,
it is funny, though.
Yeah, Scratch is funny,
like... Though.
I think Scratch is like the equivalent of Splash. At least...
Basically.
Yeah, so...
It is able to beat Pokemon like Galvantula, Venusaur, Cherim, the Sunshine version, and it actually beats Zapdos Shadow, which is very funny to me.
Well, I got the Eevee. It's not shiny. It's not Hondo. So on to the next one. But yeah, so that's the interesting one when it comes down to it. It's in all senses. It's alright. It's alright. But there was the only thing that you can catch from Shadow Stops throughout the 24-hour event. So.
Oh, it was annoying.
It was annoying. But, it is what it is. We also had the Tingle Rocket Spline research that you had a week to finish to be able to get the Super Rocket Radar. It wasn't like the hardest thing to do anyways. It was defeat 1 leader, 6 runs, and then catch 5 shadows, I think. And then once you die, you get...
I predicted that.
Yeah,
I predicted that too. Beat 1 leader.
That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. Congratulations, Chris. You did that good.
Give myself a little pat on the back.
But yeah, so again, you just have to complete it before the end of April 8th. So you should be fine once you get through that. With the balloons and everything, it really is really easy to complete that.
Oh, yeah.
And then we have something interesting that we're also going to be covering in our PvP section, which is the switch timer in Go Battle League will be cut in half. Could this be more Pokemon mischiefs at work? This is the first time they actually mess with a mechanic in the game. Especially Go Battle League. What do you think, Chris?
The only reason I was a little bit annoyed is because of the very short notice. I think they announced it, I want to say 4 days before.
Okay.
I guess they couldn't have done like a massive amount of time to let us know, but I don't know. That's the only thing that stressed me out, really. And it is I don't know. Is it permanent? Because I keep hoping it isn't.
I thought that it was only throughout the event, but there is no end date to the switch timer being reduced.
Yeah.
Which
so it's almost looking permanent.
My experience with it so far is only 1 battle, and I started to see the person just like quick on switching, and I'm like, let me switch then. Let me switch again. Like, it was interesting because it kind of changes that perspective. Like, is it better to switch right now or later? When we had the full 60-second timer on the switch mechanic, it was really hard.
Just farm you down.
Yeah, it was really hard to not be locked into the same Pokemon and waste your shields on something else. When you have a 30-second timer, the ability to switch is a lot higher and a lot easier if you're trying to farm down more energy for the Pokemon you're having at the time and not lock yourself in for the other Pokemon. So, I don't know. It's really strategic, and we'll definitely be covering a little bit more in the PvP section before we finish up the podcast. So let's just continue on with the news, and then we'll be out there. Take a few snapshots for a surprise, and the surprise was Croconaut, so that wasn't too bad. And then,
you could also get Apom too, but Croagunk was definitely the better one.
Of course. It's a shiny I don't have yet. Not even through this event. I know, right? And then we'll have Ditto appear more frequently in the wild during the event, so make sure to catch Pokemon that Ditto knows has to transform. We have received reports of Ditto transforming into 1 more Pokemon species than before, and it seems that the fifth finale will continue after the event includes. That Pokemon being said is Purloin, so we won't see shiny Purloin anytime soon. I can tell you that much. Chris's face is like, okay.
It's not one of my favorites, but come on, give us more shinies.
I was expecting to hopefully see a shiny Ditto being released this way, but I guess
I was a little bit hopeful.
Yeah.
But for April Fools, you think they're going to be that nice? Come on.
Come on. It's just April Fools. But yeah, that is the event. It came and went 24 hours. Really wasn't much to that. At the point that you actually ended the day, you already finished. So there was nothing to do at that point. But, because of the extra rocket radar, super rocket radar for Giovanni, you are able to save Shadow Zapdos. So Chris wanted to actually talk about this in a second. So go ahead.
Those of you that got your Shadow Zapdos, if it is one you are either A, using for PvP, or B, you got a really good IV one either through Purification, or you're I don't know, you're crazy lucky and you have a Hundo Shadow Zapdos.
Oh my god.
Definitely wait for a rocket event to TM off Frustration for the charge move. And you can give it a elite fast TM and an elite charge TM, so it has the moveset of Thundershock and Dropek. Mostly you're going to need those, and then for the last charge move, you can either have Thunderbolt, or if you're really crazy, Zap Cannon, something like that, for the one-shotting like everything. But I definitely recommend Thundershock at least, and Dropek to hit really hard on everything.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing when it comes down to Shadow Zapdos. It's not like, just like Chris says, it's probably not the best Pokemon out there, but he does hit hard if you have a close to a perfect one or something close to a PvP one. Anything that we do with the Shadow Legendaries, unfortunately, because they're wild IVs, you will always get the lowest IVs possible. So it is a possibility to get something good for it. Aside from the base value of research and, Mewtwo's with 10 IVs, and that sucks anyways. Don't purify your Mewtwo's, guys. Do not purify your Mewtwo's.
So many people.
Dude, the moments I see, purify Mewtwo's, my face goes like... Are you crazy?
Dude, I think the moment that broke me was when I was speaking with Speediest Chief, and he said one of his buddies got a perfect Shadow Machamp.
Ooh.
And I think another one of his friends told him, you should purify it.
Yeah.
As a joke, and he purified it.
That was actually a joke on the internet where somebody posted on Facebook and they said, I thought that they will give you 2 extra IVs. And it was like a Shadow Golbat, perfect Shadow Golbat. And he was just like, he purified it. And then somebody actually photoshopped the picture to actually add the little extra 2 IVs to the bars.
Oh my god.
I was laughing my ass off at that point. So
that is funny.
That is funny. So so the amount of things that people actually do to troll on the community is crazy. But guys, if you have a Hundo Shadow Pokemon, don't ever purify it. Come on, there's no point of getting purified time of it. There's the extra damage on the Hundo is way better than anything the regular Hundo will have. So
the only justification I can find for purifying a Hundo is if you want a Hundo Mega of something. Yes, and even then, it's still a little bit of a stretch.
Unless it's a Shadow.
You're always going to have the Shadow damage. You're not going to always have the Mega. I don't know. That's just my thing.
Unless it's a Shando, but I would say just if you want a Shando, go for it. That's my take on it. But if you already got a Shadow Shando, Scyther or something, it's why you even try, dude? Just get another Hundo with the Mega,
Honestly.
Yeah. Dude, I was going ham when Jesse and James were wearing balloons and they were giving us Scythers, and I was like, I want my Shadow Scyther. Please. But anyways, that is what it is when it comes down to it. So guys, Shadow Pokemon's very good. Purify them only when you need to. We are the Purified podcast. We're telling you to purify them, but don't purify them if you can. You don't avoid it, so. Alright, so back to the news real quick. We actually have the referral system live worldwide. So actually, that's pretty good. we actually wanted to mention the things that you need to do to make sure that you do that. Now, if you go to your friends list, you will see the extra invite option there. And right here, we have a code that you can enter. Now, this only applies for players. Two types of players. One, whoever actually haven't played the game before and just downloaded the game for the first time. You can use this referral code to get extra items at the start of your journey. The other type of friend that you want this to use on is somebody who hasn't played the game by over 90 days. So 3 months of not playing the game and coming back just recently, use the referral code right here. Guys, if you want to, if anybody out there is listening, I'll actually say it out loud for you guys. My code is XW3X9C8M6. So if you want to be a part of my friend list, go ahead, and I want you guys to help me out because I do want to get some cool items from this rewards. Chris, do you want to say yours out loud to make sure?
Yeah, if you guys want to help me out with the referral system, so one of us can get some really cool items. My code is 28M2J4BM4. And yeah, we'd really appreciate it because it helps us get some like pretty crazy stuff.
Yes, and you'll definitely be getting some stuff in return too. So make sure you play the game, do the quests, whatever else you feel like doing, and just go ham, you know. And there's also a badge that we can use once somebody is referred to, and we won't have it until somebody actually uses our code. So there you go, guys. Go ahead and get the code. Go ahead and please help us out because we want to be the very best, just like you do. But yeah, so the referral system is an interesting system. There's still a lot of confusion when it comes down to it. Like people think that there's like a alt alternative kind of thing. People can just use their alt accounts and just like go ham when it comes down to it.
I heard about that, yeah.
But you never know until the system is a little more into it. Again, the referral system is brand new, and a lot of people are finishing up pretty quickly. But anyways, it's just extra items. It's not like it's breaking the game for you if you needed to, unless you get a Shando.
Okay.
All right, so that is it for the news. Thank you so much. We are about to get into our PvP section. Get good, get ready. Here we go, Chris.
Dude, it's been a crazy week of PvP.
With the Switch timer being half, dude, I don't know what to say, bro.
It's a new game. It's a new game. King IV said it too. It's a brand new game. A lot of people that know their stuff are still pretty happy with it.
But they're struggling.
In my opinion,
they're struggling.
Oh, yeah. Dude, every battle's sweaty now.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you're battling. The battle is sweaty AF.
I actually want to go to Grey League and try it out, but I don't know if I'm going to be that good anymore because of it.
I mean, you could showcase it. Something that is very good about it is the games are less quick move dependent, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because you're able to switch out of bad matchups a lot sooner, so you're not just getting farmed down. For example, if you have a Machamp in against a Shadow Victory Bell,
oh god,
you'll be able to swap out, and then sure, you may get stuck with like a Skarmory maybe versus a Bastiodon. Just naming very, very out there, totally random situation, and then you swap back into Swampert and sure, you're still going to get some damage on you, but you're not in totally screwed, in my opinion. Well, okay, maybe in that situation you would be. But it's a lot easier to get out of bad situations like that than it used to be.
Yeah, there is... Papercut actually in the chat right now is saying that just use all 3 fairies in Master League or something like that. And I'm like,
Easy.
You know what? That actually may be true because of the switch mechanic.
Still don't exist.
Well, except for the Alga, but you know. So, anyhow. So, it is interesting. It has changed the PvP meta more interestingly than usual because we're so used to what we know. Changing the mechanics of it. It was just like when they switched over, the switch option was actually like putting the game on pause. Back in, I don't know, probably 2018 or the end of 2018. And people were saying it's like, no, you should actually keep it that way, but don't, because it is the type of pro player moves that you want to learn, when to switch, when to bait, when to, catch a fast move, or catch a charge move over the other Pokemon you switch on, and things like that. So
I love that you can catch a move.
Yeah, but it's the interesting part is that because we're so used to it, that this is actually making us rethink how we do the battles and what Pokemon to use, because some Pokemon do depend on the switch being a lot higher in those regards. I want to say, like, one example is actually Talonflame. Talonflame is a very hard Pokemon to master, and the reason is that his quick move, Incinerate, his Community Day move, is such a slow to be able to get through it. It probably will take you the entire new switch timer to get at least enough energy for one Pokemon. And by the time you actually throw it out there, you're gonna, people are gonna switch on you. So it's really interesting how that mechanic applies to the Pokemons that have rely more on the timer being longer than shorter. So if they're gonna keep it this way, there is a possibility that the rankings on some of the Pokemons may change just because of it.
Going on from that, a lot of people have been complaining that moves like Icy Wind and Acid Spray are becoming a lot less reliable because of it too, because people could just swap out. You can't stack them up.
That's true.
And
true.
grind it down. I haven't even thought about that.
I really didn't think of it, but again, the moves do depend a lot on the switch timer being locked into the Pokemon that you're using, or to something different. Because people, especially high level players out there, they are grinding to the leaderboard and everything. They know like how to count the fast moves on almost every single Pokemon out there. Mm-hmm. And there is a possibility that unless you're not careful with this new switch mechanic, they can throw you off guard and you waste your energy for no reason. So just be careful when it comes down to it. But if you want to master a little bit more, just start throwing some battles out there and hopefully see that it's helpful. Now, it's helpful in other aspects of the game, which is like the Team Gold Rocket battles or things like that, because, that's just PvE and just an AI that thinking about it. But when you actually have somebody in front of you or, remotely like that in Gold Battle League, it's getting a lot more grindier, and it makes you think a little more interestingly about it.
I think something I saw suggested too was if they do decide to keep it, which it's very likely they are, it'd be nice for them to have two separate options for the timers. But you never know. Niantic with buttons. We'll see. But I definitely appreciate there being multiple options, especially for the different leagues, because that just creates whole new metas, just like you said.
That's true. Again, it's just gonna change the dynamic of what Pokemon can be used more efficiently in that regard, or how to master the Pokemon you already have to the new switch mechanics. And it really plays a little bit more in the lower tiers, like Great League or Ultra League. We haven't really had a chance of playing it with the Ultra League, but the Great League, since it's back with the Master League right now, the ability to switch is interesting on the moves. Now, in Master League, I want to say that because it's a lot bait dependent, I want to say it could change the meta there too. But most of the Pokemons are really meta relevant too, especially Groudon or Kyogre, Dialga. I haven't seen as much Dragonite as it should, just because the quick move it's a lot different in that regard, and this Jessie was not
scared of that Dialga.
That's good, but I've seen a lot more Dialga for that reason, and just because quick moves. But anyways, just be careful, try to master it, and see how it goes. If you want, just let us know how you're feeling on this new switch mechanic. We want to know your opinion very greatly, and we can always give a feedback to Niantic, constructive feedback to Niantic on how things go.
Because you suck.
We don't know when this is gonna end. It started at the beginning of the month. Maybe we'll have it for the entire month. That'll be interesting. But yeah, we do have how many more days on Go Battle League right now? 56 days on the season, so we still got quite a while to finish up. So So, and then one last piece of news that to cover on the PvP section is a little bit of a switch up on some moves and some added additions. I don't know, remember if we covered this. I went through the notes last time. I don't think we did.
We may have mentioned it, but we can reiterate it.
Yeah, so on Monday, April 12th, actually, yeah, I think we did mention it. But anyway, Monday, April 12th, we'll have new moves added to Pokemon Go and some new moves added from Pokemon that couldn't learn it before. Leaf Storm being one of those moves, being a charge attack that will decrease your Pokemon's attack stat after use. Sunflora, Celebi, Ludicolo, Rosalie, and Levani will be able to learn it. And then the fallen Pokemon will be able to learn this new move that they couldn't know about it before, and this is Payback. Persian, Alolan Persian, Cacnea, Catnern, Absol, Bronzong, and Bronzong, and Liper will be able to learn this powerful dark type attack charge move. You know, the interesting that a lot of people were saying is that if Little League comes back, Bronzong will probably be like the top meta. They're probably gonna have to ban this.
Dude, yeah, it already is the top meta.
Yeah.
And yeah, if they give it that,
it's like, especially with the Switch Timer, the way that it is, oh my god.
Broken.
Anyways, but I do remember going back to it. It's just a little fresher here for you guys. So, with that being said, I think that's it, Chris. Is there anything else you want to add?
Nah, I think we covered everything perfectly.
So, real quick, I do want to mention Chris and I are thinking of starting a Patreon. So, we will mention it. We still are working through some of the things. Papercut, thank you very much for getting that shiny Bumblebee. I want it so much, but you know.
jelly.
But yes, we're working on the things about Patreon. So just let us know if you guys have some suggestions about this. We'll definitely implement it, and you never know. Maybe in the next podcast or in the next few podcasts, we'll definitely run a lot for you guys. If you want to support us, we'll give you the rewards that you guys need. We'll definitely have you guys on our friends list. Things like that, that once we announce it, it will be very helpful to both the podcast itself and for, you know, everybody else. So be our fans. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for listening, guys. You can always listen us on the podcast services feed, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, many other podcast services feed. If you can leave a review, make sure that you do. We would greatly appreciate it. Could be 5 stars, could be 1 star. Please don't give us a 1 star. Thank you so much, Kit 2020, for actually following the stream. And then, of course, you can always follow us on our social media. Make sure you check us out. Myself at Pure Lighter Go. Chris at Pokemon Trigger Please. That is PKMN Trigger Please.
Thank you.
And of course, you can always email us at the Purified Podcast at gmail.com. We will really appreciate some fan mail or anything like that. We will definitely shout you out. And don't forget to check us out at the purifiedpodcast.com Professor Network. And with that being said, Chris, I think we are done for the night. How about you take us away?
All right. If you guys aren't already in the Discord, feel free to join. We'll be back again next week with more Pokemon Go news at 8 p.m. EST. Hope you guys have a great evening. Enjoyed your Easter if you celebrate it.
Happy Easter, guys.
And get those shinies. Yeah, dude, crazy shinies right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, enjoy your time. Get that XP. Hatch them eggs. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
See you guys next week. Keep grinding. Peace out.